Boys and girls, we are back for Eerie Elementary, The Locker Ate Lucy, chapters 14 and 15. We reached the end of our second chapter book. Table of Contents. Chapter 14, Watery Hand. Chapter 15, All Wet. Sam hung by a thread from the monstrous curtain. He was about to be grabbed by the enormous hand. But wait! Sam remembered something. That morning, Ms. Grinker had said, "Today's weather will be the hottest ever." Sam tightened his grip on the curtain, and then he tugged. The curtain tore. The entire curtain fell to the ground, along with Sam. Sunlight poured through the window. Hot rays of sunlight were shining directly on the watery hand. The hand pulled back as though it were in pain. Steam started rising off of it. The sun's heat was turning the water into steam. The school howled. But still, the hand reached for Sam. It was hurt, weakened, but not beaten. If I could just bring down the other curtains in here, the sunlight would destroy the hand, thought Sam. But I'm cornered. Watery fingers were about to grab Sam. Slam! Lucy and Antonio burst into the lunchroom. "We're coming, Sam!" they yelled. "Pull down those curtains!" Sam shouted. "Quick!" Antonio and Lucy didn't know what Sam's plan was, but they trusted him. Antonio tugged on one curtain. Lucy grabbed another. Soon, even more sunlight flooded the room. The watery hand was almost beaten. Sam just needed to deliver the final blow. He spotted a metal cooking tray on the floor. Metal reflects light, thought Sam. Sam stepped on the edge of the tray, popping it up into the air like a skateboard. He snatched it and held it up to the sunlight. A white-hot beam of light bounced off the metal toward the hand. Hiss! The hand of Eerie Elementary screamed. It shook. Steam clouded the air, and then, boom, splash! The watery hand blew apart. Giant drops of water splashed across the room. The hand was gone. It was done. Sam got to his feet. Then he said, "You guys got here just in time. Where were you?" "The pipe spit me out over in the gym," Lucy said. "And I got spit out into the fifth-grade hallway," Antonio said. "Luckily, no one saw us." Sam was so tired he could barely stand. "Man, I owe you guys big time," said Sam. "Are you kidding? You two saved me today," Lucy said. "It was all Sam," said Antonio. He began clapping. "Sam Graves, hall monitor hero. Give him a hand." Sam groaned. "I never want to hear that word hand again." The friends smiled. They were safe, but not for long. Slam! The door flew open. Ms. Grinker burst into the lunchroom. She looked around, eyes wide. Her frizzy hair was standing on end. "Sam! Antonio! Lucy! Where have you been?" she yelled. "What happened to the curtains? Why is everything wet?" Just then, Mr. Nakobe rushed in. He began calmly mopping up the water. Then he said, "Ms. Grinker, Sam was helping me wash the windows. Didn't I tell you?" Ms. Grinker was still upset. "No, you didn't tell me. And Sam should have asked me if he could leave class. He missed our entire weather lesson." "I'm becoming forgetful in my old age," Mr. Nakobe said. Sam smiled and looked to the floor. Mr. Nakobe to the rescue. "What about Antonio and Lucy?" Miss Grinker said. "They're not hall monitors, so they shouldn't be helping you." "I'm making them assistant hall monitors. They've proven to be very helpful to Sam." Antonio and Lucy looked at each other with big, excited smiles. Miss Grinker was mad. She turned on her heels and stomped out of the lunchroom. As soon as Miss Grinker and the other students left, Sam told Mr. Nakobe everything. "You've learned a lot about the school," Mr. Nakobe said. "And you seriously hurt the school this time. Hopefully, the evil will stay asleep for a while." "And hopefully, assistant hall monitors don't have to wear these ugly things," Lucy said. She tugged on Sam's bright orange sash. "Hey," Sam said. Soon all four of them were laughing. After school that day, Sam, Lucy, and Antonio sat on the swings. "We did well today," Sam said, "but I don't think we'll ever be able to really defeat Eerie Elementary." Lucy hopped down off her swing. "I don't think that's true," she said. Antonio nodded. "We're a team. And now we know Orson Eerie is the school. There must be a way we can undo whatever he did." Sam stared at the school building. Eerie Elementary, the strange creation that was mad scientist Orson Eerie. You guys are right, he said. There must be a way to beat Eerie Elementary once and for all. And together, we will find it. Boys and girls, I hope you have enjoyed this fantastic mystery at Eerie Elementary with me. And I hope that you'll continue to read the series and find out what happens in the next book. I look forward to seeing you all next year, somehow, some way. Have a wonderful summer. Toodaloo.